Hello YouTube, my name is Nero, and today we have some Call of Duty Black Ops 3 and another episode of Sunday Sit Downs, which is a weekly video log series where I sit down and talk about life, the channel, things that are happening, gaming news, anything that comes to mind, really. That's the point of the series. It's typically posted to on Sundays, as you might imagine from the title Sunday Sit Downs, although we missed last week because last week Black Ops 3 had just come out, and I think the video I actually did last Sunday was kind of like my review of Black Ops 3, which the whole point of the Sunday Sit Downs is kind of to talk about my week, talk about things that are going on and whatnot, and my entire week was essentially playing Black Ops 3, and so as a result, I took the time to make a video kind of discussing my thoughts and opinions on Black Ops 3, because a lot of people wanted to hear about it. And that video went over pretty well. It ended up getting like a 95 kill gameplay or something like that in there. The gameplay today is not nearly as good, but it's hopefully serviceable, and hopefully you guys will enjoy it. And yeah, it's a run around here with the Shiva, which is a very fun gun. But guys, our teammates, I'm telling you, it's myself, my friend Cypher, and the people they match us up with in this match are just, they're just the worst. I'm telling you, they are just so terrible. So this past week, we had Black Ops 3 and Fallout 4 release, and these games have just been consuming my life, or lack thereof, over the course of the past week. I think in total, if you count zombies mode and the Black Ops 3 multiplayer and just like all the extra time, like if you look at your total time played in a Call of Duty game, that doesn't really tell you the whole story. Like, it doesn't tell you how long you spent in private matches. That doesn't tell you how long you spent in pre-game lobbies, how long you sat at the main menu just like looking at your classes and changing stuff. Like, I would say in total, I have probably 30 hours, 35 hours into Black Ops 3 thus far. I'm looking at Steam right now. With Fallout 4, I've actually just tallied into 22 hours into that game, so guess what I've been doing over the course of the past week? These are two of the most anticipated games in the history of gaming, I would say, definitely in the past couple of years anyway, and I've been going whole hog with it, guys. I've just been here at my desk all day, freaking every day. When I'm not playing games, I'm recording videos of the games, which has been my existence over the past week or so. But let's talk about Fallout 4, because I don't think I've actually discussed Fallout 4 like really here on the channel, which is a giant game. A lot of people keep asking me about it, and like, it might be doing a let's play of it, or my thoughts on it. I figured I'd discuss it a little bit here in this video. Fallout 4 is freaking amazing. Now, this is coming from somebody who wasn't previously a Fallout fan, right? So I tried playing Fallout New Vegas. It felt too dated for me. I couldn't get into it. It wasn't quite as intuitive as I would have liked it to have been. It was kind of confusing getting used to how the game worked, the environment, and everything seemed abbreviated, like trying to navigate the Pip-Boy screen. Like, I couldn't really understand like what all the abbreviations were, how the VATS system worked, like what all these things they were trying to tell me meant. It was very confusing for me. Plus, it was very dated looking. The graphics weren't very good. The mechanics felt rusty. It felt like an old game, which it was, to be fair. You know, Fallout New Vegas is a very old game, and I always said that I would try to get into the Fallout series once they released a new Fallout game, because I didn't grow up playing, you know, Fallout 1, Fallout 2, Fallout 3, Fallout New Vegas. I didn't play any of those games, right? And so when Fallout 4 came out, I gave it that shot. I bought it on PC, and I freaking love it. Like I mentioned earlier, I'm just about 22 hours into the game so far. It is so much fun. It's like, draws a lot of comparisons, and rightfully so. It's made by the same people. It feels like Skyrim, but it's like a post-apocalyptic first-person shooter, or third-person shooter if you want to play it that way, game. It is so much freaking fun. Like, I don't even know how far I actually am into the actual main storyline, because I just keep going off into the world and doing my own thing, and there's all kinds of like random events that always happen. There's so many side quests, so many things to explore. You can actually like loot like literally everything in here. There's so much extra stuff to find. It really rewards exploration. You have this entire system, and there's gonna be no spoilers here in this video, but like you have this entire thing where you can like build a settlement, and you can kind of like build your own like towns and whatnot, and like recruit people, and it's so much fun to play, guys. It really is. I've been totally digging Fallout 4. A lot of people have been asking me if I was gonna be doing like videos of it or doing let's plays of it and whatnot, and I don't think I'm going to, because it's one of those games where I just don't think it makes for very good YouTube videos, unless I were making like small, quick, individual guides like, hey, this is how you get the electricity to work in your settlement, because it may not be as intuitive as you guys may think. You actually have to have a little bit of know-how and connect some things, and you know, make sure all your ducks are in a row to actually make that work. Like little informative videos like that, sure, I could see that, but like long form, like let's play style stuff, I walk around exploring too much. That's what I do in the game. I'm just walking through the woods. Like I was talking to my brother about it today, because I had a bunch of people over to my house today yesterday because we had like a housewarming party, I suppose. Because I moved, if you guys know, I moved to a new house about a month ago. And for whatever reason with our family, whenever somebody moves, we always have a housewarming party for that person. Like, even if that person already has all the essentials of a functioning house, we just look at it as kind of an excuse to get together because I have a very big family and my family always like a very close-knit family. So any kind of like excuse to get together, we always try to get together. So I scheduled it for today, which was the Browns and Steelers game because a lot of people in my family are really into football. Most of the people in my family are Steeler fans. I'm a Browns fan. That turned out terribly if you guys caught the game today. It was freaking awful. We watched it from start to end, and I had, like, no joke, like 12 Steeler fans in a freaking room with me watching the game. It was terrible. But I was able to talk to my brother a bit today, and we were talking about Fallout 4 because he plays it as well. Fun story, actually, about my brother. He bought Fallout 4 for the PC because he has a decent gaming PC. It's not amazing, but it's decent. I wish I could tell you what specs he has, but he has an AMD card. I don't understand AMD cards, so I don't even know the name of it. But he has an i5 processor and an AMD card, I forget which one. And he can run most games pretty fine. He can't even run Fallout 4 on like the lowest settings possible. So we bought the game without even checking if he could actually like run it on PC. And he just turns out he couldn't. So we had to actually go and get it for the Xbox One. But I was talking to him about it, right? I was talking to my brother about Fallout 4. And again, without spoiling things, these are like things that like show up in like the trailers and whatnot. I just made it to Diamond City. Yeah, I just made it there. I'm 20 hours into the freaking game. I just made it to Diamond City. And he's like, wow, it took you that long to get there. And he wanted to like I told him about Sanctuary, how I have like this entire like village I put together in Sanctuary and how I built all these things, and he wanted me to show it to him while he was over here. But I'm like, I'm not going all the way back there. You know how long of a run it is all the way back to Sanctuary from freaking Diamond City? That's insane. And he's like, why don't you just fast travel there? And I'm like, what? And he's like, yeah, you can fast travel. Like, there's a fast travel, you can just go between them very easily, kind of like Skyrim. I had no idea that was even a feature. I was literally walking back and forth like to go anywhere in that game. It's a really fun game. I've been totally digging Fallout 4, but I don't think I'm going to be doing like a Let's Play of it or anything like that because again, it takes so long for me to do anything. But maybe like after I beat the game, I kind of get my fill of it. Maybe then do a playthrough afterwards after I already know how everything plays out. I know where to go. I know what to do. You know, and then maybe we can have some fun that way. But right now, I really have no real intentions, I suppose, of doing a Fallout 4 video. It's just a game that I really enjoy playing, and if you guys are like on the fence as to whether or not you should pick it up, right now I've been loving it. There's been a lot of negative reviews for sure. It's had some problems on PC. I personally haven't been affected by a lot of those problems, but some people have. Apparently there's some problems with it on the Xbox One as well, but overall the game itself is fantastic. Everybody seems to love it. There are, of course, going to be some bugs and glitches towards the beginning, but I think that's kind of to be expected of most games these days, and it shouldn't really deter you from actually purchasing the game, I don't think, because I really enjoy it. I would recommend playing it, but to each his own. I think it's very fun, and that's coming from somebody that's never actually played a Fallout game. I've almost put 24 hours into it so far. Again, I'm looking at my Steam right now. I am about 22 hours into it, so it's really fun. I am totally enjoying it, as well as, of course, Black Ops 3, of course, playing lots of Black Ops 3. This game, guys, is such a good time, like, to be into video games. Like, for me personally, like, you got Fallout 4, you got Black Ops 3, and Hearthstone just released new adventures. I'm messing around with that, and of course, like, there's always a bunch of other games you already enjoy playing. Like, I love Heroes of the Storm. I freaking love Heroes of the Storm. It's so much fun to play. So there's so many great games out right now, and between all those awesome games, and also making YouTube videos, and also, like, just, like, not being at my desk occasionally, doing that every now and again, there's not enough hours in the day, guys. There really isn't. It's been insane, which I think is definitely a great testament to how good Black Ops 3 actually is, because it's been well over a week now, and usually it's about this time that people are like, all right, now we're starting to see the game kind of for what it really is. And I still, same as when I first started playing the beta, same as when I got the game here for its full launch, and even right now, I freaking love Black Ops 3. It is a very fun game to play. There's no real weapon balance issues. There's lots of fun Easter eggs to go after. The multiplayer is fantastic. I will say, I feel like leveling up's a little bit slow. I don't know. That could just be me, but I feel as though it does take a very long time to level up. It almost feels grindy in some respects, but overall, I've been really enjoying the game. Zombies mode is a ton of fun. I freaking love free run. Been loving the multiplayer, and I'm yet to even touch the campaign. Like, there's just so much to do in the game that I'm having trouble finding time to do all that stuff, because when I'm not playing multiplayer, I'm playing zombies. When I'm not playing zombies, I'm playing free run. When I'm not playing free run, I'm looking for Easter eggs in the multiplayer. If I'm not looking for Easter eggs in the multiplayer, I'm playing Fallout 4. If I'm not playing Fallout 4, I'm probably doing my job and making YouTube videos. It's been kind of a crazy week. It's been it's been a very hectic week, but a good kind of hectic. You know, it's one of those ones where it's just like you eat, sleep, and breathe the new games that are out, which is what November is kind of like. That's what it is. And of course, you got Star Wars Battlefront. That's coming out in a couple of days. I actually have a code for that already. The thing about it is, though, is there's nobody actually playing that game right now, so there's no point even trying to play, because there are some people that have the game early, but the majority of people don't, and therefore it's hard to get into a game. Thus, I'm going to basically wait for the game to actually make its full launch. I'll probably make some videos of it. We'll have to see, but I'm looking forward to seeing how that game is going to hold up. I'm looking forward to seeing what Star Wars Battlefront's actually going to be like, because the beta itself, while a lot of people loved it, I actually did like a poll on Twitter. I was like, do you think the Star Wars Battlefront beta actually hurt or hyped your chances of actually purchasing the game? And the overwhelming majority of people, it hyped their chances. You know, they really enjoyed the beta. They're definitely going to be buying the game as a result. But I think I was one of the people who was definitely in the minority, and I kind of thought the beta almost hurt my chances of getting the game. But of course, I had the code sent to me, so I'm getting it regardless. But the beta itself was very limited. You know, there really wasn't a lot to do. There was 2 different game modes, and there was 2 different maps, and those game modes were specific and locked to those particular maps. So if you wanted to play the pod, hardpoint, I forget the name of the game mode, but it's basically hardpoint but with pods, you had to play on one specific map. If you wanted to play the AT-AT kind of like rush game mode where the offense always wins, you had to play on the other map. Or if you wanted to play like a wave-based survival, you could play on a different map. You know, there's 3 total maps, 2 different game modes. The game modes were locked to specific maps. There's 4 total weapons. Like, there just wasn't a lot to do in the beta. I enjoyed it for the most part, actually. If you guys want to check out some Star Wars Battlefront videos, they're over on youtube.com/NerosLet'sPlays. Essentially what I did is I recorded my first 2 hours of the game just live, the entire thing. I broke it up into, I think, 4 different videos, and yeah, I just played a bunch, and it was fun. I enjoyed the beta overall, but it kind of got old quickly because there wasn't a lot of replay value there. There wasn't a lot to do. There wasn't a lot of customization. There just wasn't a lot, you know. But of course, the game itself is going to have a wide variety of maps, a wide variety of modes. There's going to be even more weapons. There's going to be a lot more to do with the game, so I'm definitely looking forward to seeing, you know, the differences between the Star Wars Battlefront beta and the full release of the game. I'm definitely excited to see what the game has to offer and how fun it's actually going to be. There's been a lot of speculation already that the game itself is going to be like the new Titanfall, and that it's going to be pretty hyped up for a couple of months, and then, you know, 3 months in, suddenly there's like 1,000 people playing it. I hope that's not the case, but we're going to have to see how that's going to go. But yeah, I'm going to be playing that game for sure here in the coming days. There's just so many games out. There's just so many games to play. It's kind of ridiculous. It really is. But yeah, I think that's going to conclude my little Sunday sit-down vlog. That's what's been going on with me. Lots of video games and even more video games to come. How's that sound, guys? I hope you guys all enjoyed the video. Remember to leave a rating, and of course, let me know in the comment section below, how are you guys digging Black Ops 3 and Fallout 4? Overall, I've been asking you guys a lot about Black Ops 3. I've been kind of picking your brains out. I really want to see what you guys feel about the game. And it's always interesting because there's so many people out there that have so many varying opinions, because, you know, every person is different. People come from different backgrounds. People have different tastes. People expect different things from the game. So it's always interesting to see what you guys think. But overall, are you happy with Black Ops 3 thus far? And do you think that it's going to have like the staying power of what Black Ops 2 had, where you're going to be entertained by the game for the entirety of the year? Or do you think it may get old quickly? Like, what do you guys think about Black Ops 3? I'd love to know about that. Also, if you guys have entered the Wasteland, if you guys have been playing Fallout 4, let me know what you guys think about that. Or are you guys digging that game as well? As I'd love to know if you guys are going to be picking up Star Wars Battlefront when it releases next week. I hope you guys all enjoyed the video. Remember to leave a rating, and I hope you guys all have a wonderful day.